Troy, you're head of training for McGrath, who's one of the Australians' biggest estate agents and most successful. We're today at Stephen Brown's conference, where there's over 200-300 estate agents here to learn from you. Why will only 10% of people here today actually put into action what they learned from you today?
It's the most common thing that we see in our business as well. Failure to implement is something that is frustrating, but also an opportunity. For me, the biggest opportunity right now in Australian real estate, in the UK industry, is to get people to constantly revise the information they've got, minimum of like 5 times. We talk about Herman Ebbinghaus and the fact that he's got the forgetting curve, and that rate of repetition and rate of retention increases with the repetition. That's the biggest opportunity. So if we can plant the seed and they don't review it for 6 months, but then they come back to it and they have that light bulb moment, then we've kind of done our job.
But still, that must disappoint you, and there's plenty of people that have been to conferences, and 90% of people don't put into action what is quite simple things. Why don't people implement?
I think because they get away from here and they get busy. That's the biggest thing that I see, that people go to a conference, they get inspired, they have that injection of enthusiasm and they know what they have to do with business, but when they get back to the office, they get a phone call, maybe they've got a family member that's been sick, maybe they've got another opportunity that they need to focus on, and they detract from what they learn.
So what's the one tip you're going to say at the end of the conference that makes sure that over more than 10% of people actually put this stuff into action?
Yeah, absolutely. So accountability is key, right? We've got an action plan at the end of today's session that they're going to have 3 to 5.
Accountable to who?
Accountable to themselves first and foremost, but then developing peer partner relationships where they can rely on someone that's traveling the similar path than they are, to have the same journey, that they can then continue that conversation even in 6 months' time, that they can go, we spoke about that at the Stephen Brown Masterclass in the start of January. Are we doing it right now?
So basically what you're saying is buddy up with someone and say, I'm going to commit to do this to you, and you commit back to me, and then be accountable to each other.
Absolutely.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and you can do the opportunity and the carrot and the whack if you don't do it as well. It's all up to the individuals, but we will know.
Whoever fails buys the beers, yeah?
That's right, whoever fails buys the beers, or it can be more of a financial, I've seen a lot of different financial, punishments when it comes through to that, but the reward is actually to the agents that do adopt the strategies, and if they walk away with 1, 2, 3, 5 things, then you know what, we've done our job.
Excellent, thank you.
Perfect.